Empowered greetings. Hi, this is Dr. Cedar Gibson. How are you today? Uh-huh. Yes, this is MGAA Professional Development Institute, where we are growing and empowering future leaders now for extraordinary success. Yes, sir. Me and my team, we coach, we inspire, we transform, and we advocate and advise for future leaders. Yes, absolutely. Yes, we do have products, but right now I'm getting ready to go on a podcast with Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis. Can you send us a text or an email? You have my contact information? Okay. Thank you, sir, and do have a marvelous day. Bye-bye. Hello, 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 hello. You know who I am now, and my short name is Dr. Cedar. How are you doing today? Today, I have been invited to be a part of a podcast with Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis that she will be launching in 2024. And we are going to talk about rising up. My topic today is Rise Up, Empowered Leaders. Rise up, future leaders. Rise up, executive leaders. Rise up, leaders, entrepreneurs. Just rise up. Get out of that chair. Get off of that sofa. Rise up and be the change that you want to see, and don't complain. Period. I have about 10 to 15 minutes to just share some nuggets with you. Nothing special, some things that might empower you to rise up in 2024. The first thing I want to say is you must have a vision. Vision gives you clarity, and vision will take you from point A to point B. Vision is very important. And for those of you that have heard me before, you know I always talk about vision. So you must have vision because vision gives us hope. Vision gives the people hope. And the master strategist said, without vision, the people will perish. You don't want to be the blind leading the blind. You do not want to be the blind leading the blind. So, Dr. Cito, what gives you the authority or gives you the power to speak about vision? Well, my experience does. And I am retired twice, almost thrice. And I have been a leader all my life. Even from the time I was 5 years old, I have led. I was in the Girl Scouts, and I came all the way up the ranks in the Girl Scouts. I served in the military for almost 30 years. I worked throughout Department of Defense, Department of Treasury, Department of IRS, Department of Homeland Security, Department of the Army, Department of the Navy. I have worked throughout Department of Defense in some capacity, whether it was speaking or working a full-time job in these different agencies. So today, like I said, vision is very important, and without vision, the people will perish. So there are three key points that I am going to articulate on because we don't have much time. But the next time you see the video, we may have a little more time. The first thing I want to say is, in order for us to get a vision to fruition or get our vision to grow, we must water it just like we water a plant. So we must water that vision, and then God will make the provision. And when I say water the vision, if you are a leader and you want your team to rise up and be the best team in 2024 and beyond, you need to not only have the vision, but you need to share the vision. Oh, the vision is XYZ. Yeah, I'm the boss. I got the vision. I'm in charge. I got the vision. Well, who else know your vision? If you don't share the vision, make it clear and plain, the whole team will not know what that vision is, and everybody will be doing their own thing here, there, and everywhere. So, number one, you have to communicate the vision to the staff. And what I suggest is when I was in any leadership position, I would use my last position, which I work for Homeland Security in Miami sector as a senior manager. I made sure that even though I wasn't directly supervising anyone, everyone knew what the vision was for Homeland Security and what the vision was for my area of responsibility. So I would have on the back of a business card, this is the vision. And then I would have on my desk a plaque that says what the vision is. And I got so bold that I would make posters and post the vision in the women's bathroom and also in the men's bathroom. I didn't go in the men's bathroom, but it was in the men's bathroom. I would go to the subordinate leadership and to the higher leaders and make sure that they know that my vision sync with their vision, that they cascaded down to me. So write the vision, make it plain, share the vision to your team. That helps build a team. It's nothing that really distracts a team, is that they don't know what they're doing. Okay? So that's number one. Communicate your vision in 2024 so that it and beyond, so that it will be clear to your staff. Next, you have to be consistent. Consistency is like the juice to everything that we do. You must be consistent in order to be effective. I truly believe that. Now, what do you mean by consistency? Well, if you're going to do something, do it every day, maybe the same time, and or the same period in a month's time. An example of that: you have quarterly meetings, you have monthly meetings with your staff, and if you don't check what your staff is doing, or you just check it one time and you don't do it anymore, it's not consistent. And then they'll say, oh, he's going to cancel or she's going to cancel that meeting. She's not going to check on us. With me, my staff knew that every Monday morning we had a team meeting, and every Friday we had a very short team meeting. And sometimes I would keep it on Thursdays because of the weekends and the 3-day holidays. So, in short, and they would be prepared. If you cannot succeed if you don't check your staff, and then you check yourself also, because your boss, everyone answers to someone else, and your boss should have you on their calendar at a minimum, twice a month, so that you can give them a roll up, a briefing of what you are doing in your area. So number one, we have to communicate that vision. Number two, we have to be consistent, and that communicating the vision gives individuals hope. So communicate that vision, be consistent, and then you treat everyone. The third one will be to be kind. Treat everyone with dignity and respect. We are in an environment now where people have lost their minds. Really, they have lost their minds. They don't want to respect anyone, and they always want to have some sort of confrontation and ready to fight. I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. Just watch your local news tonight. I guarantee you will have one person on there that had some kind of confrontation or fighting over something that wasn't even worth it. Let me tell you what, your peace is priceless. So sometimes you have to be the bigger person when you know there's going to be some kind of conflict, and just back down and say, okay, and then come back later and then have a chat, just have a sidebar with that person one on one, and that probably would clear up everything that was wrong. Just treat everyone with dignity and respect. Sometimes they don't treat themselves with dignity and respect. That's why people respond to them in an unrespectful way. So I say to you, treat them with dignity and respect, because when someone disrespects you, you need to just stop it right there. And you back up, you have a conversation and say, I am not going to put up with you speaking to me, number one, in that tone of voice, and speaking to me with profanity. I will not tolerate that. And no one has to tolerate that in a work environment. And no one has to tolerate it even if they're a subcontractor or they're working with someone. That is not a part of what you may want. For me, if you start using some really bad words and we are in a contractual mode, I will say we need to take a break here and let us get back together tomorrow. Now, when I was younger, I have matured now, okay? When I was younger, I used to, I would respond back. That's part of being courageous in the military. You got to stand up. So it's rise up, empowered leaders, rise up, empowered entrepreneurs, rise up, empowered citizens, vote. Go out there and rise up and advocate for those things that you want to see as a part of a legacy for the next generation, not only for your children and your grandchildren. Oh, my kids grown already. They graduate, they have grandchildren, so I don't need to go to the school board meeting. Yes, you do. You need to rise up and stand there for that single parent that can't make it because they have to work two jobs to make ends meet. So again, I say rise up. So number one, communicate. Communicate the vision with your staff and everyone that you know you're going to have business with, that you know is going to be working as a part of your agency, so they know what you do and they know what the boss above needs. So communicate, be consistent. Consistency is the key to getting things done. What you don't check does not get done. Remember that. What you don't check does not get done. What you don't check does not get done. And if you check it and be consistent, when the boss is out of the office, guess what? They will do what you expect them to do. And lastly, be kind. Treat everyone with dignity and respect, and they will respect you. Now, I want to give you some words, some additional, this is a bonus. I want to give you some words that I think you should add on your bucket list for 2024. You should be unstoppable. You should be unpredictable. You should be unrealistic at times, because if you're unpredictable and you're unrealistic, you can surprise a lot of people with what they think you couldn't do. Remember that you are unlimited. Don't let anyone cage you in a box, or don't let anyone put you on the sandy shore. Don't let anyone say, well, this is all you could have. Like I've said many times before, I don't want to fish in somebody else's pond. I want to own the pond, okay? I don't want to go to somebody else's Airbnb now. I want to work on getting a couple of Airbnbs. So make your plan. Be unstoppable. Be unstoppable. Be unstoppable. And whatever you do for someone, do it unconditionally. I know I share a lot of things, but I try to respect everybody, even that homeless person I see on the street. And I won't, I see people, oh, I bought them a McDonald's sandwich today. Really? Really? Why not go to a homeless shelter and serve? One person you bought a McDonald's sandwich to. Okay, thank you. It helps. But try to be a bigger impact in your community first, and then in other states, and then go out, throughout the United States, and then globally. I am known globally throughout the United States and internationally throughout the Caribbean. So I want to wrap this up now because I went over a couple of minutes maybe. And I want to say thank you, Dr. Madeline Ann Lewis. I want to say to you, ladies and gentlemen out there, rise up, empowered leaders, rise up. 2024 is going to be our best year yet because we're still here. Some people didn't make it. We're still here. And we have to rise up and do what we have to do so that the next generation will have examples of us, just like our ancestors left example for us. I am the Empowerment Doc. I am the Island Queen. I am Amicitia Maloon Gibson from MGAA Professional Development Institute. Just Google my name or go, if you want to contact me, office assistance at cedargibson.com. Office assistance at cedargibson.com. 2024 is going to be our year to rise up, shine, and give God the glory. Thank you. May God bless you and your family, and may heaven smile on you. The best is yet to come.